Hello. Happy Saturday. Not Saturday. Monday. Why did I think it was Saturday? Happy Monday. I'm Alli, and tonight we're going to be playing some Thief. Not the Dark Project, but Thief 2014. And last time we got to the Great Safe and got like some kind of magic stone fragment. It's like the key to another world or something. Hey, TL Port, how's it going? What's new? I mean, it's a couple weeks old, but thank you. All right. Chapter 4, The City. Meet Vaso at the Siren's Rest. What else have we got?
Took a while, but I fixed it. At least something's back to the way it used to be.
Alright. Going creaking and clunking. Last time we were here. Guess the secret is just always looking good then. Well, thank you. I'll get it touched up soon enough. I decided it was time to go for a buzz cut last time I went to the haircut place. Too bright, too much light. That better? That better. All right. Telling me to visit merchants. How much money have I got?
To the Baron's dogs. The revolution has begun. Time has come for the city to face the dawn. So long, Black Top.
Seems the Graven mob has had enough and is out to kill anyone who isn't one of them. That includes me. Best to avoid any confrontation.
Garrett the non-Graven.
What's happened to this place?
Making too much noise. Let's see, can I get... How would I get across there? Thought I saw a sparkle, but it was just raindrops. Raindrops on roof tiles. Can I leap across there? No. Apparently not.
Death to the Baron's dogs. The revolution has begun. Time has come for the city to face the dawn. So long, Black Top.
Seems the Graven mob has had enough and is out to kill anyone who isn't one of them. That includes me. Best to avoid any confrontation.
Alright. Ah, there's a rope arrow spot. Do I have any more rope arrows? I don't.
Wonder what they put in the slough.
Where's the nearest merchant? Merchant. Behind me. There is a shiny over here. Clever sparrows. Magpies. What was it? It was looking at me. That's a graven, alright.
We should strike the bank next. The black top.
We should strike the bank next. So easy. We should strike the bank next.
Ow. That's a dead end. I want a rope arrow. That's all I want.
Death to the Baron's dogs! The revolution has begun!
Seems the graven mob has had enough and is out to kill anyone who isn't one of them. That includes me. Best to avoid any confrontation.
I don't know. Ow, that hurt.
The same dogs who kicked us in the gutters.
Alright.
Dragged us from our homes, strung us up in the street.
Hey, Del. Bye.
We showed them the same kindness. Instead of mercy, they should have begged for death.
So, I want to go north.
Don't have two coins to rub together.
They have some rope arrows for me.
The time has come to fight, brothers and sisters! The keep has fallen! The Iron Tyrant runs scared before the Graven! Cast off your shackles! Arm yourselves with faith! And strike down your oppressors! Today we take the city in the name of Orion!
Need some tools of the trade?
Hang the watch from the gallows! Let everyone see who controls the city now! Chase down every last blacktop! Flush them out!
Guy likes to yell a
The
lot.
press fears us! Let's show the bastard that his iron cage won't hold us any longer!
I'm selling.
Fight! Fight for your
I've
life!
something for all your nefarious needs.
Nefarious needs. Alright, I need tools. Alright. I want rope arrow, rope arrow. Well, doctor's orders. Probably.
For you,
Orion
I'm
has
always
a cure
open.
for all of us!
Not just watch the city curl up and die through our pint glasses.
I agree. We're good citizens, Holy. The Watch was meant to protect people like us.
I'll drink to that.
As will I, my friend. As will I. Let me means we've time for
North Crest unbowed.
Need to stock up?
Oh, my back's hurting bad.
Swirling leaves. I thought it was rats. Okay. Found my rope arrow. And Basso wants me to meet him at the Siren's Rest, which is south of me. Hey, Killer's Assist, thank you for the lurk. Hi, and always welcome. Where am I going? What am I doing? It was over this way. Is that a kitten that's knitting? A knitting kitten? That's the clock tower. Yep. Clock tower. And let's see. We'll go this way. No.
Gloom's taken so many already.
Roof. Get onto the roof. And rope arrow. Now, should be able to grab the rope to the.
Hope it's not blue.
Ooh, a locked cabinet. All right. Okay.
We showed them the same kindness.
Money.
They should have begged for
And a letter. Moira release letter. Mr. Montanesi, it is with great delight that we recommend your release from Moira Asylum. You have shown remarkable progress in expressing remorse for the death of your family, and can now be considered safe to return to the city. We wish you all the best with your new life. Sincerely, Dr. Huntfield.
something in that sloop looked back at me.
Which of these drawers contains Dr. Huntfield? Painting order. Mr. Montanesi, your work has recently come to my attention. I was hoping to commission you 7 copies of your fine painting, Dandy with a Rooster's Head. I would be willing to pay a considerable amount for the pleasure. I hope that with this gesture of good faith, we can put that unfortunate incident at the asylum well into the past. Yours, Lord Abercrombie.
I'm no bleeder, but it's not safe here anymore.
Edward Aloysius Abercrombie. That's long for mud. So I've been told. Platypus Cruncher. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you. Alright, where am I going? What am I doing? Crawling around in vents. There we go. There we go.
Tough times.
Oh, a bird's nest. 5G in it.
Should try to sneak into Dayport.
Alright. So, we'll get around to the south. Swoopy, swoopy. A door that's been locked. Must pick it. My left hand is all bandaged and bloody because the Thief Taker General shot me with a crossbow. Many books. Much darkness. Basement. What's down here? Is that a... That stone looks different. I don't know if it's just the texture. Picture frame. Have I been down here before? I don't think I have. Ashtray. 3G. These stairs go basically nowhere. Anybody out there? Couple of graven. Glad I looked.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
Alright. I think I went the wrong way. I can get back the right way. I crawl long enough. I think there's a plaque around here, but I might have already gotten it.
The baker closed down all of a sudden. His bread was stale, but at least it was bread.
Didn't you know? He was hanged for graven crimes or some such. You ask me. He was behind on paying his special taxes. Well, you can smell the river.
Okay. Hey, Naffy, how's it going?
Didn't think they'd fall so easy.
I like the cat in the purple circle.
The black top beg
Oh.
for mercy.
Hey,
Can you...
Did I see someone? Has the gloom got into your vision?
well, I feel a bit foolish.
Fair enough.
Chunk.
Should try to sneak into Dayport.
Sneak into Dayport. Is this one of the rooms that had a trap that needs... No. I think I've already been here. All the drawers are looted. Looks clear. I want to go this way. Oh, that's a graven. Bunch of rats. Well, rats. Okay, can I go this way? Nope, that's a dead end. Alright, the graven moved. 2014 Garrett, you're so much cooler than normal Garrett. How dare you say that? Dark Project is best project. I guess 2014 Garrett has more belts. If that counts. You put on your headset and chose violence. Sometimes the headset empowers you to do that. Okay. Drop down. Okay. Secret area. Where is the wire cutter to cut? Okay. That's a trap. That's the aperture for the arrows that come out. If I were to step on the trap. But where's... Where's the panel that controls it? Is it out here? Dark Project can be the best project all at once. 2014 Thief is a complete game and not some unfinished project. Mwah. 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 Ha, ha, ha. Mwah. Mwah. Ha, ha. Alright, there's gotta be a wire somewhere. Behind the boxes and stuff. Excuse me. Oh ho! What's this? Books. That opens this compartment, which now I can use the wire cutter tool on this thing. Next time you get into one of these debates, you need to remember, if X is so much better than Y, then why do I prefer X? Curious that your science can't explain that. You need to remember to not F that part up when doing it live. This is why we have rehearsals. Science can't explain it. It's a very delicate lock. Dang it. Lurking for work, working for lurking. How's it going, Noter? This lock is super sensitive. Okay. God darn it. Better be something good in here. Is it a map? Bait and switches 2. We got bait and switches 1. Has the like statues next to it. Bait and switches 2 is near a pulley and like a watch tower. We heard some girl today bemoan that after college I'll have to be a real adult and pay bills and have kids and a job. And her friend just goes, "You're just a freshman. Chill and enjoy college." Just life lessons right there. That one's near some stairs. Thank you for the shouty outies. Shouting out Noter. And Killer's Assist. And Alli Astra. Many shouty outies. Alright, I'm gonna close the trunk. So, is now the juncture at which I should go look for those obelisks? I don't know. I think... What's this? Alfonso's attire. Oh yeah, we got the side quest over here. The bank. Hector. I think I'm just gonna go talk to Basso.
You read the newspaper? They're saying the livestock cult worked.
Worked for killing all the animals, I suppose. The gloom's still here.
So this is number 1.
It didn't seem to do anything.
Number 2 is by City Hall. You also hit that point where it's just like, you know what? F the side stuff. I'm just going to do the next main plot thing. Yeah, basically, like, I haven't really been trying to do the side stuff in this one at all. So, why start now? Unless it's like really.
What are you doing out here?
Nothing.
For a storm that'll wash all this away.
They weren't talking to me. What's in here? Darkness. You know. Do I have to squeeze through? What are you doing out here? Certainly not paying in your hedge.
What do we do? We can't wait till they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to spare us a cart.
They destroyed the cave.
We held it as long as we could. Now pull yourself together.
I'm not feeling all that well.
There. I think I... Hold where you are!
Just gotta get to the... Ah, gosh, this is a dead end, isn't it? I don't like it.
Oh.
Well, oops.
What happened to our reinforcements?
I am your reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We can't wait if they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to... I swear I saw someone. I order you to stop! Now I've got you.
Alert in progress. So apparently I can't just flee to the next checkpoint. Oh well.
What happened to our reinforcements?
I am your reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We can't wait if they catch us out here.
Do I have a throwable item? I don't.
They destroyed the cave.
We held it as long as we could. Now pull yourself together.
I'm freezing.
Jerky. I hate jerky.
What was it that saw me?
It's terrible around here.
Where can I get from here?
Wish there was a sloop stall nearby.
Is that a purse? Sure is.
The nights seem to go on forever in this city.
Don't think I can reach that rope from here.
I tell you, if that freaking bastard uses my crossbows and don't stop again.
can't climb over that. Oh, I want to go up. Rat. Dad, gummit. This area is annoying.
I've been waiting. Can't run from the gun. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
Hey!
I'll cut you in half.
Oh, it's too high to climb. Ah. Ah. I thought I could climb over the crate of bottles, but apparently I could not.
There's no one left.
What do we do? We're caught. Wait, if they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to spare us a cart. We held it as long as we could. Now pull yourself together.
I think a tooth's coming loose.
Are there any pulleys that I could bonk?
Song out of my head. Weather's turning.
Was that someone? Halt where you are!
Dang it. Wow. One sword hit. How am I supposed to get across there without alerting anybody?
I am your reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We're caught. Wait, if they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to spare us a cart. They destroyed the key. We held it as long as we could. Now pull it.
Oh, that definitely alerted them. Alright, what about... Did they lose track of me? Where do I go from here?
I'm nothing to you! Nothing!
Aha.
I've not been there yet, have I?
Stay sharp. He could jump from anywhere.
Can I take this bottle? No. This.
Don't falter. We'll find him.
I'll find you. Be sure of...
Can't find the intruder. There's no one here.
Did I already trigger the trap? Why won't it let me do wire cutting? Oh well. Here we go, stealing people's cheese again. Yep. You know, like you do. How's it go, Wadji? Alright, now what does that help?
Where are those damned blacktops?
I see. Okay. Okay. Time to steal some cheese.
You're sick. You know that?
Tired, had lunch, now sleepy. I have lots of things to do this week, though. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
What's happened in this place?
Alright. Is anybody looking? Up the rope. Jimmy the window.
I need a drink.
Whoever lived here must have been some kind of hunter.
So tired these days. I need to rest.
Picture frame.
Every night.
Any traps in here? Messing around with rats. What's this? Tear-soaked diary. I can't do it. I can't stop thinking about her. Her hair, her hands, her face, her smile, I can't. I have to stop thinking about her or I'll go mad. But I can't forget her, or it'll be like she never existed. Please, there's got to be more than this. Something has to stop. Something has to end this torment. Please, what more can I do? Surgical scissors. Magnifying glass. Ashtray. Break-in. 626 NR year 842. The thief-taker general reported a break-in some days ago at the Vale Street Ironworks, currently used as a depository for those taken by the gloom, by a nefarious man in black that had left the city poorer by several lives. Can nothing be sacred? The enraged champion of the watch lamented. Oop, wrong thing. He continued for several more minutes, but the poetry of his words betrayed an underlying disquiet. Keep an eye on the rooftops, he said eventually. We will find this thief, and he will hang. What a truly inspiring sentiment to hear from so great a protector of the city's virtue. Poppycock. Balderdash.
Sloop or starvation? What a choice.
Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on. Okie dokie, Waji. Alright, now...
What I'd give for coffee.
Right. Go across somehow? These
I
birds
need to sleep.
are enterprising. How do I... Oh, rope. Okay.
So hungry.
Pay no attention to the thief dangling from the rope.
Finish this shift over. Could use a stiff pint right about now.
How do I get in there? There's a light switch. How do I get in there? Like a secret door made of books?
Jerky. I hate jerky.
Where do I go from here? Down a bit. Please, no, look up. Shoot. I mean, don't actually shoot. Alright. Apparently I got far enough away from the crossbowmen that I was able to traverse zones.
Something's different about you. Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
I just rolled with Polly Adler, the sweetest smelling dock frock in the skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months.
I waited 5, and she's worth it.
I know a sailor who said Polly's importing that perfume from a foreign country.
No wonder. Her whole room in Skin Market smells like an exotic garden.
Probably worth the fortune she paid, if she's betting louses like you.
Oh, this damned city.
My neck aches.
What's in there? I've been in here? Oh, it takes me to a different zone. This is Riverside Rooftops. I don't think this is where I want to be. No. Trusty crowbar.
Huh? There. Was that the Faithless?
Maybe I do want to go that way. I suppose I could have gone on the rooftops to get to the Siren's Rest. You don't say. Ooh, shinies. The newspaper.
Neck aches.
Riots in Dayport. 7/8 NR year 842. A shocking scene unfolded in Dayport as the Graven launched a cowardly offensive on the Baron's Keep. Hey Peach, how's it going? Rated Barkor. Cowardly offensive on the Baron's Keep. Though smoke can still be seen issuing from that great structure, the attempt to topple it failed, and workers will return as soon as the City Watch gave the all clear. Below, the loyal occupants of Dayport were temporarily moved on so the Watch might clash with the Graven. While peaceful protest had been tolerated, the Watch were forced to turn their weapons on these looters and vandals. These brutes are sure to hang from the Greystone Wall in the coming days. It's going. Looking forward to a massive D&D weekend. Yes. Amid the chaos, the Baron's architect was reportedly taken into custody by the Watch. A reminder that the Graven sympathizer can lurk anywhere. They cowardly challenged him to a one-on-one duel, then cowardly chased him through the streets, heckling him as he tucked his hat down over his face and tried to bravely go back inside. It's shameful. Shameful what passes for... I lost the noun I was looking for. I see a shiny that I want to get. Oh, don't look at me. Why would you look at the shadow directly?
We're not finished, faithless.
He's Graven. Alright, where the heck was I? Could go through that way. Let's see where this gets me. Spotted is where it gets me.
Freezing.
Sometimes you need to know your limits. Thanks, game. Thanks.
Gods to
Alright.
Gravels.
South Quarter, Riverside, Skin Market. Okay. All kinds of paths around this place. Must have already been here. It's been picked clean. Ooh. Golden cutlery. That's all there is in here. Alright. Worth just dropping down? Why not? That guy's got a torch. Which Which way is it going? Swordfish. There's the torch guy. Okay, here's torch guy. All right. Stealthy. Now what?
I'm not feeling all that well.
I hope it does. And look, go over here. Swooping. I forgot to do that. Ah! Up a rope. Password is swordfish. Horse feathers. Horse feathers, I say.
Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of
Oh, it's a bed. Alright. Eventually I'm gonna get where I'm going. Eventually. Do I have to hit this with an arrow? What if I bonk it? There we go.
I just rolled with Polly Adler, the sweetest smelling.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all.
Scour the city till I find you.
And I don't have any food.
Whoa! Stop! You! Stop!
I was trying to drop down on that beam, but I missed it. Alright. Where did it start me? Is where the... Nope. Okay, yeah, so this should have gold cutlery in it. Maybe I want to stay up high? How do I do that? Come on. Anything good in here? You throwable? Yes, please. Okay. Map. Okay. I want to get around to the right. I can climb through some mucky, gross water. Don't want to go that way. Splorp. Ooh, a poppy. The Pirates of Gross Water. Alright, I guess I can't really get very far that way. What's Okay, that would be like the rooftops area, I think. So I don't want to go there. We are the Pirates of Gross Water. We smell like fish and look like fish and walk around like fish. Except that fish don't walk around. Hidely diddly 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 pirate's life. I don't know where this song is going. Alright, that's not the beam I was trying to drop down onto.
Little bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months.
I know, sir. And Polly's importing that perfume from a foreign country. No wonder. Something's different about you.
Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
Okay. Oh, a plaque. Ta-da!
I've been on her waiting list for 2 months. Wait, I've got it.
Good find.
You don't stink of sweat and
Customs House Bridge. Heritage Site. Section of an original structure which survived the Great Tempest of year 624.
piss.
I just hope Polly Adler didn't smell like Doc Frock in that flea market. I guess her perfume is still clinging to me.
I've been rolling in street frocks that bathe in perfume. Aren't I the man of the hour? Wahahaha. I'm so fancy. Alright. Curious about this staircase here. Is this where I want to go? Let's go in. Oof. Yeah, so it's a bit beat up.
You look almost human, Basil.
If you can survive what they serve here, you can survive on anything. How's the hand?
Sore.
Need some tools.
Like
of
your
the
pride, I'll
trade.
bet.
Would you help an entertainer in
That
need?
shit bucket needs to get what's coming to him.
I need a favor.
Oh?
You still have your boat?
Oh, I'd get a room here if I were you. Find yourself a nice gal and bed down until this whole thing blows over.
I need to do
I
a
have
little
something
research.
that might interest you.
It's about Aaron.
Would you help an entertainer in need?
I need to get across to the Moira Asylum.
Just let me know when you want to go. I'll be there.
I have something that might interest you.
What is a carnival with no attractions?
Alright, new objective, get to the boat.
I have
This guy.
something for all your nefarious needs.
This guy gets around. Alright, I've got 384G. Buy some more rope arrows.
You know where to find me.
All right, to the boat.
Glad I don't have a sister. I get the.
Hello, boat. The Forsaken.
Ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Now I remember why I don't like boats.
Well, I hate swimming a whole lot more, so get in. Now, I'll take the oars. You row about as well as I can dance.
Sure. The exercise will do you some good.
Are you saying my muscle tone is not up to snuff? It's probably true. Away from the crazies on the street and off to the crazies on the island.
So, what does Aaron have to do with Moira?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Huh?
Spirits. You know, the dead coming back to haunt the living. Punish them.
You think Aaron's haunting you?
I don't know, perhaps. I remember a ritual. Some kind of an explosion. Aaron died. I'll never forget it. And everything else is gone.
Oh, come on, Garrett. I know you wouldn't have put that gal in harm's way. She'd have put herself there easy enough.
There's an answer in here somewhere. I could feel it.
This place has gone oddly quiet since there was a riot here. Some patients escaped. A few boats have come in, nothing has come out. Garrett, I don't know what you expect to find in there, but be careful. Don't become a ghost yourself.
I've been a ghost all my life.
Oh.
It's been a long time since this island had a good reputation. Will I really find you here?
Lording on the edge. Right. Doesn't love storming spooky islands all alone. What's this? Edwina Moira. Hers was the dream the Baron brought to life. 459? We are year 459. I don't know how the calendar works around here. Did the door just like creak open of its own accord? Must want me to go in.
Okay. Seems someone's expecting me.
Eh? Eh? It's dark and spooky. What do? I love that the... Oh, it blinked at me.
You shouldn't be here.
Is it the asylum that's haunted with me? Aaron was here, and the female ward is probably a good start.
It's a note. Activity log. 517, no visitors today. 518, no visitors today. 519, patient number 63 received Lord Abercrombie. 520, no visitors today. 521, patient 18 received her patron. 522, no visa. No visa. No visa, no visa. Give me all the stuff that costs money. 'Cause I'm a thief. And I'm taking all the stuff. This one's got 2 middle drawers. Hey Vandris, how's it going? Typewriter, quill pen, billowing windows, drapes, window drapes, registration office. What's that? Just an area of brightness. Radiator, stairs. So many desks. Well, this one's got a lock. Ooh, it's a ledger. Patient admitted. 623 NR year 841. Received patient number 18, young female, admitted by the state and delivered under guard. Condition moderate to poor. Numerous abrasions and broken bones. Arrived drugged and unconscious. Instructed to keep her that way due to extreme violent tendencies when not sedated. Moved to women's ward, central seclusion, for observation and treatment. Nurse Albermill. So this is 5th month of the subsequent year. So 11 months later. Pretty sure patient 18 is the one I'm looking for. This place is pretty deserted. Alright. Where to next? We've got women's ward. And men's ward. Useful. None of these drawers have anything for me. There's a downstairs. I'm not going to go there just yet. Hey, rat. More rope arrows. Excellent. Shower vent report. 116, NR year 842. Patient number 63 has been sneaking out of her seclusion and creating disturbances in the men's ward. The vent from the showers appears to be her point of egress and has been sealed with threaded screws. Observation will determine whether this measure was successful or not. Nurse Aubermill. Absence. 212 NR year 842. Huxley. I notice you've been absent quite frequently of late. I know the shifts in reformation are difficult for you to bear, but we all must do our part to ensure the well-being of our most grievously ill patients. I have also noticed that lately you appear to be limping. Get Dr. Stedman to look you over. We need all our nurses in top shape while our patron is on the prowl. T. Nothing. Ink bottle. Nothing. Teacup. Who doesn't love a shiny teacup? Where there's a wheel I can turn. Dust I turn it? What's this? Scissors. I want to run with them. Alright, what happens if I turn the wheel? So there was a bump and a groaning sound. Is that a person groaning? What's through here? So, looks like the men's ward is kind of south. Who's in here? I suppose I could set people free as a diversion. It seems like maybe not the best idea. Give me all your teacups. Surprised I don't jingle when I walk. What's this? A note? Headaches. 317 NR year 842. The headaches are getting worse. Some days I can barely see straight. I should be documenting my symptoms, but they come and go so rapidly at times I'm not sure that I felt them at all. All I can discern is that they seem to grow stronger the closer I am to Dr. Huntfield's patients. That shouldn't even be possible. It could just be the mental strain of blocking out all the screaming. I swear he torments them on purpose when he knows it's my shift. I guess I should add paranoia to the list of symptoms. A psychosensitive orderly? Alright. M07. Who's in here? Central seclusion, all boarded up. Well, that's interesting. Why would the bed be up against the window? These rooms have very high ceilings. And why, pray tell, did you feel the need to awaken and release Cthulhu? I needed a diversion to steal some shiny cups. You understand? boarded up. Who's in here? Nobody? Oh, there's a hole in the wall. I am curious. Oh, they've been putting spoons and a model of the tower? What's this?
This should get me into the female ward.
Ah, it's a key to the women's ward. But this cache. I found a special cache today left by someone like me. Little pieces of copper coin as old as the city and a strange painting. We think the same way, so there must be more. There's a noise in the walls sometimes, a clicking that sounds like my heartbeat. I have to have it. I will have it. Soon. Carrot's really desperate for a date. Like, what up, ladies? There's clicking that. Night warden on duty. No loitering in the halls. No noise making in the rooms. Keep doors closed. Alright, I saw somebody moving about. That's 10. There's that clicking, clunking, like a heartbeat. Is this an elevator? Looks like it is, but do I want to use it? Maybe not just yet. Alright, that's 07. Why is there heat haze? What was that? The shimmering heat haze was moving. It looked like in focus. Nothing at all. Well, that's spooky. And I don't like it. It doesn't show up on focus. It sounds like it's kind of going clockwise around the ring. Focus. just makes things wiggle. Oh, I don't like it. What's in here?
My kind of patient.
The Archivist. 517 NR year 842. Double locks have been placed on the Archivist's door as various supplies have been going missing. How he's getting out, I don't know, but I suspect the Watchman has been helping him. I have relocated the latter from M10 to M2, so the two are no longer neighbors. That should quell their shenanigans for a while. Dr. Stedman. So...
If you got hold of this key, send a thief to catch a thief.
Wow, syringes are worth 6G. Alright, golden scissors. I got the golden scissors. What's in the book? Room numbers. M1, patient number 16. M2, patient number 14. M3 empty. M4, patient number 49. M5 through M8 empty. M9, patient number 97. 97 must be the Watchman. M10 empty. M11 empty. M12, patient number 31. So, let's see. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's 3. Alright. 4. Alright, so there's a dude in 2. Anybody in 3? Nope. odd numbers on this side. 1 and 3. I must have been in 4. Wait, where's the dude? Wait, I thought I saw something on the seat of that. Ah, there's something on the seat of that wheelchair. Painting. That's about all I can see. So, I thought for sure I saw a man when I looked through the keyhole of this. Is he in the rafters? No. So, I was sure that I peeked in here and saw a dude. Maybe... anything about this one? Wobble, wobble, wobble. Very sus. Shouting out delirium and... ooh. It's a picture of a mouse or a squirrel?
A fine piece.
The repulsion of civility. Jagged red script covers the back of this canvas. It's hard to make a decision when the ties of life keep shuddering. Stay, go, stay, go. Arrows make the best letters. You can't pin it? Oh no. Oh no. History. And then there's like creaking and clanking. 1018 NR year 689. So if 842 was recently, 689 is 150 years ago? My Monday was alright. How about you? Let us not forget, however, that the care of the mentally ill comes with a price. We must pay it with our care, with our patience, and with our blood. For it is of our blood that these poor creatures come, and it is to us that they owe their peculiar sentiments. Take, for example, the master sneak thief so attributed to these times of woe. He is a man sorely tempted by that which to him does not belong, a misplacement of desire, to see the world in an order which it must not deviate from. Why did that fall? 6G syringe. Where's Mr. Stompy? Vase. I'm just gonna leave that door open. All right. Where else? Where else can we go? I think it's time to cross over to the women's ward. Is there a Mr. Stompy on that side too? Alright, this definitely seems like an elevator. I'm not seeing any switches to operate it. Uh-oh. Oh, I wasn't creeping and sneaking, so I pissed it off. But that's the same groaning that I heard when I turned the crank. Oh, I wonder if turning the crank lets Mr. Stompy out. Why can't I go through? There we go. That's the security ward. Lobby. I think I do want to go all the way down. See what we can find if we go down and down and down and down all the stairs. Oh, there's a shiny down there. Have I been on this floor before? I don't think I have. What's in here? Books, shinies. I'm gonna go in there. Here's some stomping going on. That might be up above. Okay, was there? Or just the window? Okay. What else is on this floor? Nothing of interest. Another note. This place is rife with notes. History 2, 812 NR year 689. The history of Moira Asylum is a fascinating one, not accepting the recent debate over whether it is more prison than hospital. The venerable widow Moira saw it as a place in which to treat the wounded of soul and heart, where one may recover from the world's ills to the soothing sounds of surf or silence. However, Baron Ulysses, in his infinite wisdom, originally saw in it a place where he could be rid of the city's degenerates, all for the price of a generosity unmatched in our current age. For the low, low price of a giant pile of money. Alright, so that's all the further down I can go. Alright. To the lobby. To the lobby. This desk has a shiny on it. I already looked at that. It's not a shiny, it's a note. Results. 9/9 NR year 841. Dear Eliza, I know your opinion of me, but that doesn't discount the work I do here. Regardless of your personal qualms, I get results. The same can't be said for the coddling that happens up in the regular wards. How many patients have you cured in the last month? The last year? If your role as a doctor is too stressful for you, you might want to consider another profession. I hear the House of Blossoms is hiring. Dr. Huntfield. What a jerk. What a dink. Right. To the women's ward. There's Mr. Stompy around here too. Oops. Is that the release of a Mr. Stompy? Oh, this lower area is extensive. Alright, before I start exploring, I want to see what's in the desk. Oh, those drawers are closed to me. Are those handcuffs? They are. Okay, now I explore lower level. Lower level. Ooh, all the way down. That's about as far as it goes. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
These are the Baron's locks. What's so important to him in an asylum?
It's a good question. The wheel's busted off over here. What does this say? Writing materials. Policy on writing materials. 1. Writing materials may only be used under strict supervision. 2. Writing materials are to be provided only when the patient can express a distinct goal. 3. No pens with metal nibs are to be given to patients. 4. Self-expression is not a valid form of cognitive therapy. Bleh. Bleh. I don't like this asylum. Alright. Going through the vent. Got a scurrying rat. What? What was that? There was something coming up out of the drain grate. Like Fran's tentacles or fingers. And something's creaking and groaning. I don't like it. Oh. maybe more Cthulhian than I originally expected. Alright. Before I pick the lock, I should look through it and see what's on the other side. Just a corridor. All right. Where to next? Is there a Mr. Stompy about? Actually, don't know. Dinner hall, dining hall. Shiny goblet. Oh, it's a vase. Dare I go into the shining dining hall? Sounds like it's occupied by many people. I don't know where I want to go. Is there? I saw something in the corner here. I did! Alright. Shiny pen and a pool of blood. Not ominous at all, given the writing materials thing posted on the wall right next to it. Wait, I didn't loot this desk? Loot the desk. Voices. The voices are getting louder. Every time I go near her, they start screaming. My hands are shaking so badly I can't even sign the register. What do I do? My hair, my fingernails, my teeth. It's like I'm falling apart. I can't go down there again. I can't keep doing this. Dr. Stedman will understand. I'll explain myself and get transferred back to the city. Everything will be all what? Inquiring minds need to know. There's a teapot. I want the teapot. Attention, excitable patients. Alright, to get the teapot, I gotta go through and then around the revolving door. Alright. So glad that they gave this area such comforting and calming music. Teapot. Give me the golden teapot. 12G. Oh yeah. Guess I gotta go into the dining hall. Oh, here goes. Hope it doesn't kill me. Are those dolls? Mannequins? It sounded so much so much more populous. I guess it just must have been the wind. Ah! Basketball. Move through that. This place is creepy. Wait, the lady with the dress is gone. Damn it. Food. Yes, food. Alright. There are various shinies about the room. Pools of blood. I mean, as is normal for a dining hall. Hey, at least I'm getting shiny dishes. Who doesn't love shiny dishes? Alright, where did the lady in the dress go? She was right here by the dollies. A mirror. Ah! 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 There's a note. Mess hall disturbance. 824 NR year 841. Dr. Stedman. Huntfield heard about the little dust-up you had in the dining hall the other night. He's gloating and strutting about, saying he'll soon have authority over patient number 18 due to your professional negligence. I wouldn't be surprised if you put number 79 up to it in the first place. Keep an eye on him. He's far too excited about getting his hands on a new test subject. H. Alright, I don't like that the mannequins moved when I picked up the mirror. That was spooky as hell. Were all of these bodies here when I came in? Ah! I was not expecting this to turn into a horror game. But here we are. I want that poppy. It's in the midst of broken glass. There's a shiny on the table. Making spooky noises at me for. Alright. There's something posted on the pillar there. Entertainment. 5-6, the 3-skit review. 5-18, Ladies' Choice, an operetta in 5 parts. If I hear an air raid siren, run. 6-3, Felicia's Harpsichord Honky Tonk. 6-21, Summer's Day Celebrations. 7-2, Dinner with Dr. Stedman. Ah! 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 What was that groaning noise? Where did it come from? There's a wheel over there. What does that do? Oh. Place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Well, that must be the ghost valve for the ghost pipes. Okay. Oh, I see another shiny. What was it? Where was it? Okay, between the chairs. Alright, I'm getting out of this forsaken dining hall. One last fork. Nope. Not a fork. Just... Alright. Oh, I hope there's not a monster on the other side. I'm about done with that dining hall. See the ghost pipes go up to the upper floors as well. Alright, women's ward, here we go.
Perhaps there are some kind of medical records that could tell me more.
Okay, what do we got for time? 4 more minutes. Alright. Find medical records. As far as I can tell, there's no Mr. Stompy here. Lessons. Lessons for mental health. 1. Repetition soothes the troubled mind. 1. Repetition soothes the troubled mind. Don't hide in the locker. The huntress will just snag you when she goes to get more axes. Yup. 2. A lack of excitement promotes healing. 3. Noise is the enemy of well-being. 4. Obedience is the first sign of recovery. Ugh, this place is gross. Spooky, spooky. Spooky ward. This place is well lit. Who set that fire? What do you bet the moment I touch something, the chair starts rocking? Report, patient number 18. I think 18's Aaron. 11/9, so this would be 5 months after she was admitted. And our year 841. If the chair is rocking, don't come a knocking. Patient number 18 is an extraordinary creature. When not sedated, she screams about thousands of voices and thrashes so violently that we had to triple her restraints. The main phrase she yells is for someone to wake up, but who she is talking to is unclear. I had patient number 22 brought into the treatment room several times in order to watch their interactions. He did not touch her, but became violent when removed from her presence. I can only hope Northcrest will allow me to attempt my new extraction technique soon. I had the device created specially for this task, and it would be a shame to let it rust simply because Elias can't handle a little blood. Blood, blood, blood. Okay, no, chair's just holding still. What a well-behaved chair. Okay, alright, I'm gonna hide in the locker and pretend I'm an axe. And then we're gonna do a raid. Let's go raid Notorious PLT, who's playing something called Slice and Dice. I wonder if that's like a follow-up to Plate Up? I don't know, it sounds culinary in nature. Sorry for the bump. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and we'll be back at it next week. And, yeah. Until next time, Let's go raid Notorious Bounty.